Well, good afternoon folks, and welcome back to the channel. My name's Lee, I'm your virtual airline pilot's back with you again with the third review this week, which I'm hoping to release before the weekend. We're in Spain, southern Europe, and you're looking at Granada Airport in Spain, Lima Echo Golf Romeo. This is a new payware scenery by PKSIM, and you're looking at version 1.1 for the PC version of Flight Simulator 2020. Downloads 218 meg and it installs at 650 meg, currently available from Sim Market. The normal price is €22.20, which equates to roughly $24.24 US or £19.46 UK. Those prices include VAT or tax, which of course could vary depending on which country you're in. However, note that this scenery is currently on sale until the 4th of December, where you can get it for €17.76, which equates to roughly $19.39 US or £15.57 UK. And again, those prices include tax or VAT at 20% for the UK. So if you like this particular scenery, you enjoy flying into Spain. Many UK carriers go into Spain, into this airport. So at the moment it's on a sale and you can get it for like €4 or €5 below its standard release price. So the features, we've got a detailed 2023 version of the airport, so the layout should conform to the current layout as it is in the real world. We've got a new terminal interior and exterior expansions. The scenery is also ready for GSX Pro with real walk-in gates, and we've got the surrounding buildings. So feature list isn't huge, but it is constructive, as you can see. Okay, so let's just briefly look at some history. So, history for you. Granada, Federico Garcia Lorca Granada Jaén Airport, Lima Echo Golf Romeo, also known as Granada International Airport, is a public use international airport owned and operated by AENA, a Spanish company. The airport is located in the province of Andalusia in Spain, near to the Cuchina and Santa Fe, and lies about 9.4 miles or 15 kilometers west of the city of Granada, and 62.5 miles or 100 kilometers south of Jaén. Construction of the airport began in 1970 and it opened as Aeropuerto de Granada in 1972. In June 2006 it was officially named after the poet Federico Garcia Lorca, born very close to the city of Granada. So the airport continues to grow with flights from Madrid, Barcelona, Palma de Mallorca, Melilla, as well as Paris and London. Currently some 5 airlines operate into and out of Granada, including Air Europa, Iberia, Vueling and Volotea. 2022 saw over 900,000 passengers pass through the airport, with over 14,000 aircraft movements. It's a reasonably popular holiday destination, this airport. It's been around for a while, and regular services into and out of the airport as well. So there's a little bit of history for you. Now let's look at runways. So runways. Granada Airport operates a single runway 0927 measuring 9,514 feet or 2,900 meters and is constructed from asphalt. The airport lies at a relatively high elevation of 1,860 feet or 567 meters and sits within the GMT UTC plus 1 hour time zone. Now Spain, like much of Europe, does indeed observe daylight saving time or DST, which has now ended. It's late November 2023, and so the airport's currently 1 hour ahead of the UK. So runway 09, and we're looking down the throat of it now, features high-intensity runway lighting, high-intensity airfield lighting system, centerline lighting and precision approach path indicators on both sides. As you can see, it also has a fairly extensive approach light system, but it would appear that the centerline lighting is missing. I'll put the chart up so you can see what the chart says, but definitely the chart is missing. Definitely the centerline is missing. Approach options here, well, you have a standard instrument landing system with X, Y and Z options available, and you also have VOR approach options too. So let's have a look at the other end, runway 27. So here we are looking down the throat of runway 27. Now according to the charts, which is dated July this year, runway 27 has high intensity runway lighting, which indeed it does, the high intensity airfield lighting system, which also it does, centerline lighting, which we can't see, so that's missing, and also has precision approach path indicators. Now the chart doesn't say whether they're both sides or just one side, but it lists them at 3 or 5 degrees, but of course here in the scenery, look, they're missing. So we have the approach lighting system, the short approach lighting system here, which is on the chart, but we're missing the PAPIs and we're missing the center line for the runway, definitely missing the PAPIs for runway 27. But you also have runway end identifier lights, which are here too. So no approach charts listed for landings going into runway 27, so I would imagine this would be visual approach only during the day, because as you get to dusk hours like this with no PAPIs, you're not really going to have any glide slope options. So I would imagine takeoffs and landings during the day only in visual conditions. So that does it for runways. No jetways here at this airport, so let's get down and begin the main tour. Okay, so let's begin the main tour. We're going to start at the eastern end. We've got the threshold of runway 27 to our right hand side there, and we'll just do the normal airside tour to begin with. One of the things I like about this scenery is the way it fits into the terrain, and visually when you look at the trees down there, the way that sits there, it looks really nice. They've done a really nice job with this. So here we are touring airside, and you can see the modelling is really quite nice. Animated flags down there. The right amount of clutter in the right places. Visually it looks like a really nice airport. You've got the usual grease stains on the tarmac there, but the markings are still really good to see. And the standard of modelling is really good with this. And as you can see, airside looks really nice. Here's the fire station coming up on the left there. Very nice indeed. So while we're here, let's have a look at some of the taxiway signage. So here's one of the high-speed exits, and you can see you've got the no entry signs either side of the exit there. Blue airfield edge lights, and the ground signage looks really good. Here's the same piece of taxiway looking from the exit from the runway. You've got the signage there on the left, built into concrete plinths, which looks really good. So here we are looking at runway 09, the threshold, which is where most of the landings would come, I should imagine, because it's ILS equipped. And there you can see the various signage. Let's have a closer look at the tarmac. And once again, nice signage, correctly placed. Everything looks pretty cool there. And there's an overview from slightly higher level of the runway where you would line up. So this is on the north side of the runway. Not entirely sure what it is. It's not a VOR station. I don't think it's a fire place where they go and practice firing, because normally have an aircraft there. But if somebody who knows the Granada airport well could maybe tell me what that is. It's not listed on the chart. So maybe it would be interesting to find out what that is. So here we are going back the other way, this time passing landside. We'll have a look at what is sitting in the scenery for us. Slow that down a little bit. As you can see, some lovely detail. Fence line. As you can see, I mean, it looks beautiful. The modelling is excellent. It's really crisp and clear. And we have the odd person around there to bring a little bit of atmosphere to them, to the place, which is good. It's very nicely modelled. It just looks nice. There's a certain feel about the place, and I think that's important in many good sceneries. They generate a certain sense of sort of being there, almost a certain sense of realism, if you will. There's the fuel station here. So have a little closer pass on the landside area here as well. As you can see, it's been nicely done. The fence line is there. The trees are very, very nice, nicely placed. Here we've got some signage, which looks good. And you got this covered car parking garage, just landside here as well. It's lovely. Can't wait to see what this looks like in the darkness hours. It's really nice. There's some real good quality here. Lots of detail. It's great. It really is good. So we have a complete product here, definitely. Okay, so now a close-up tour of the ramp. As you can see, it looks every bit as good as landside. It's very nice indeed. Modelling of the building looks good there. So we've got one or two engineers, baggage dollies and trucks there. Looks very nice from the outside. A couple of operations vehicles. There's my aircraft parked on one of the stands. It's really pleasant. Beautifully done. Very, very nice indeed. This is a quality product, definitely. So let's have a look at the control tower. So there's the building from the outside. It's a nice model. Constructed very well. It looks really nice. Let's see if there's anything in the tower. So that's good. We have internal modelling, however unfortunately no controllers. It'd be nice to see a controller in here. The windows are there, but they don't look terribly realistic. It looks as though you could fall right through them. But this is the only sort of really strange thing I've encountered so far. Generally this is perfectly acceptable. It's very nice. So here's the terminal from airside. Just looking at the airside bit, we've got a passenger standing over there. Some internal development. Let's go inside and see what we can see. So here's this airside bit. We've got a couple of passengers, which looks nice. And here inside you can see we have some internal development with a few passengers around. Looks very nice. No real problem with this at all. It's lovely. Just a couple of more shots of the same lounge. There you can see the toilets over there. And you've got one or two people here as well. So we'll just have a quick look at the airside lounge here. The restaurant. It's been nicely done. So a little bit of, you know, it's basically modelled, nothing too serious, but it's enough. It's got one or two people inside just to give it that bit of atmosphere. It's nice. Very nice indeed. So let's see if we can get out to landside. Okay, not entirely sure where the security check should be. Okay, looks like it might be through here. Well, no it isn't, so that's landside. So, okay, so you've got the dividing wall there between airside and landside. Can't see where the security check might be. Unless that is it back there. But let's continue our little tour here. So here's check-in. I love the clock. So yeah, fine. Would have been nice to see a check-in agent, but there we go. Can't have everything, I guess. But it's nice, the modelling is nice, no real complaints about it. Okay, we have some images on the wall there. The resolution is really low, not sure really what that's about. So I presume this is arrivals. Yep, this is arrivals, there's the arrivals board. And here's the arrivals part, and that's a nice touch. The bags coming through, they're actually going round on the conveyor. I'm not sure if I've seen that before. This might be the first scenery that I've seen where we've got baggage going through on the conveyor. I've seen baggage sitting on a conveyor but not actually moving, I don't think. But that's nice. It's very nice. And here you've got the rest of the conveyor hall, which is also modelled. So a couple of quick close-up shots of landside here, outside here. I mean, it looks great. It looks lovely. I mean, again, there's top-notch quality modelling here. Really, really nice. Okay, let's continue our little tour of our close-up airside. There's the terminal to the left that we just looked in. Now we've got an engineer here. There's the ops vehicle on the left. And we've got this part of the terminal too, as well. So there you can see the restaurant that we looked at earlier. And here we've got the baggage hall. And there you can see baggage handlers and the bags going around on the belt, which is great. We come back to the airside road, and there you can see another baggage handling area there to the left. All the signage is crisp and clear and looks really good. It's very nice indeed. Another ops vehicle. It's great, crystal clear modelling. Roads are done beautifully, very nice indeed. Here you can see more ramp clutter that's actually specific to the airport, which is really good. Let's take a quick look at the fire station. Again, you've got a nicely modelled building there with a fire car and some foliage that makes it look pretty real. So there's one of the tenders, complete with the correct signage on the vehicle. And a little close-up look at the garage itself, very nice. So there's your daytime tour of the airport, landside and airside, ramp, bits and pieces. It's nice, very nicely done. Let's lower the light now to dusk and see what the lighting is like. Okay, 6:05 in the evening local time, and you can see the lighting has now come up. In fact, it came on about 9 minutes ago. But that looks nice. There we are, looking towards the runway 09 threshold and looking towards runway 27. So a couple of close-up shots of the ramp at dusk. I think that's an animated vehicle, it's not an Asobo one because it's coloured correctly, I think. But here we are on the ramp on one of the stands. Nice to see the tower lit up in the way that it is. So there you get this nice effect here during the darkness hours, where you've got what appears to be stuff going on in the tower there. Here's the view from inside the tower looking out to airside. So it's quite a nice effect there looking into the building. You've got lighting in there which is perfectly okay. The upper part of the building there is parallaxed, I believe. Well, it's not really parallax, it's not really anything really, but it's okay. But there's a nice view. At least one of the vehicles there has got its lights on, and again the signage is top notch above the door there, and you can see inside the terminal. So it's another shot looking towards the baggage area, which is in here, and looking in the other direction. All in all, the ramp looks great. You've got plenty of lighting here at dusk. So a very quick run down this piece of road here, just to look at the taxiway at dusk. The blue airfield edge lights are great. They're really bright, which is just what you need. And the signs there in the grass are also nicely lit up. And once again, you've got the high-speed runoff here from runway 9 after landing, the no entry signs, and yeah, everything looks really cool. So we just cross over the runway and just have a look at this area here to the north. Nothing is documented on the chart, unfortunately, for the north side of the airport. But here you've got a highway. And I mean, this looks like default stuff, you know, but it's good. It looks really nice. Certainly when you view it from the airport. And then you've got a nice overview of the airport from high level. I mean, the whole place is surrounded by mountains. It's beautiful. It would be a lovely place to fly into. And a short hop, maybe 2.5 hours from the UK. So let's drop the lighting down to night time now. Okay, 10 PM local time, and as you can see, the lighting has come up a bit more, and it's still very good. You're still going to find it fairly easy to taxi around here, takeoffs and landings at night. Visually looks fine, it looks really lovely. There's the threshold of runway 09 in the distance, and you can see the blue edge lights are really nice. You can also see the signs, even from this side. You can see the signage here is well lit. I'm not sure what this is here. You've got the two PAPIs and you've got this area is lit as well. I'd love to find out what this is, so if anybody knows what this is, it'd be nice if you could tell me. As you can see, it's a beautiful location, mountains in the distance, it's just stunning. And there to the right there you've got the threshold of runway 27 and the rest of the city here. So let's look at the ramp close up. So once again, plenty of light. The tower's a bit overdone now, but I'm not really complaining about that. It looks good. And that's quite a nice view looking across the airside ramp there towards the building. So a quick whiz across the ramp here towards the fire station. As you can see, lighting is lovely wherever you go. It's been nicely done. There's the fire station in all its glory. Looks very nice indeed. So we have a little look landside. There's some more people down there I didn't spot earlier on. But as you can see, okay, it looks a bit over bright, but I think it's okay. One or two people, not that many, but one or two there, and at least one of them is animated. It's nice, it's a nice touch, it's been nicely done. And here we get to see a little bit more signage. And this is a nice touch. Very nice indeed. And there's a nice shot looking towards the terminal landside. All in all, it's lovely. It's very, very nice. No complaints at all. And there's a high level shot showing you the aircraft, the airport, looking from landside to airside. So with a final view across the airside ramp, let's bring the dawn up. So 25 past 8 in the morning, and the sun is coming up just behind us and to the left, and you get the lovely glow onto the buildings here, and the drop shadows look really good. And there's a beautiful sight as the sun comes up behind the mountains, and you've got the mist there, which looks very effective. And looking towards the northwest, you've got runway 09 threshold in the distance, and the mountains, and the whole place is really very nicely done. It's a nice airport in a nice location. Okay, 10 AM in the morning, and time to give you my final thoughts on this project. Do I like it? Yeah, I do. It's another Spanish airport for you to fly into. It's well within range of the UK and most of Europe. Doesn't get an awful lot of traffic because only 5 or 6 airlines operate into here, but it's a nice location. In terms of the product itself, the modelling is beautiful. It's been really nicely done. They've put some passengers around here and there. I could do with maybe some more, but maybe that's just me expecting too much. But the quality of the modelling is excellent, right down to the small details. Landside looks lovely, very effective. Airside looks great too. You're going to not have any problems landing and parking up here and taking off, even in the darkness hours. The taxiways are well lit. You just have to remember that you probably can't do very much at the moment with runway 27 because the PAPIs are missing. So it's going to be visual only during the day, and even that's going to be difficult because you've got no PAPIs, even though the charts list them as being available. So that's the only real showstopper for me. If they can put the PAPIs back on 27, it might make that runway a little bit more accessible. Price, okay, €22.20, which is the default price it's being sold at. Looks a little bit expensive to me. I would think it's nearer €19. Because it's not a large airport. Okay, the quality of modelling is excellent, and you could argue that, okay, the man hours that have been put into this, the price really has to reflect the work that's gone into it, and it has been quite a bit of work. But a lot of it really has been concentrated in this area. There's little or no off-airport work apart from this car park here, where they've just kind of put cars in it, and that's about it. But overall, I mean, it's a nice airport and it does justice to this place. It really does. I just don't think it's quite worth 22 euros. It needs to be a little more competitive price-wise, if I'm honest. 19 euros, including tax, would make it a lot more competitive. However, that said, you've got until the 4th of December to get this at 17 euros, or just under 18 euros, 17 euros 76, just under $20 US. So it's lovely. It's a lovely airport, and at that price is extremely competitive, and well worth an investment, in my opinion. I bought this. I wasn't sent it for development by the developer. I bought it and paid for it, and I will use it because there are flights going in here. And I don't regret paying 17 euros 76 while it's on sale. It's great. It's a lovely airport. So yes, thoroughly recommended. No hesitation in recommending this. It's a lovely product. The way it's been modelled, the way it fits into the terrain here, it really looks the part. So there you go. Granada Airport in Spain, Lima Echo Golf Romeo. Payware scenery by PKSIM. And this is version 1.1 for the PC version of PKSIM 2020. Downloads at 218 meg and installs at 650 meg. Currently available from SimMarket, and it's on sale. The sale price €17.76, which equates to $19.39 US or £15.57 UK. Those prices include tax and VAT at 20%, and that sale price is on offer until the 4th of December, after which the current standard price will apply, and that price is €22.20, which equates to $24.24 US or £19.46 UK, which I think, as I said, a little bit on the expensive side. But it's a nice airport, and again, thoroughly recommended. It's very, very nice. So thanks a lot, guys. This is Lee winding up yet the third review this week that I managed to get in. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you've been on the fence about it, I hope it's helped you make a decision. For those of you who like to fly in Europe and southern Spain, yeah, this is another steal. It's a nice airport. I recommend it completely. So thanks for joining me. So just a quick heads up, for the new year I'm planning a world tour. We're going to take a VIP aircraft of my choice around the world on a whistle stop tour, where I hope to be able to film some videos taken from that tour. But there you go. Have a look at the website to see what's coming next week and the reviews next week. And I hope you guys have a great week and a good weekend coming up. Fly safe. This is Lee. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye for now.